Incoming transmission.
Picture this, a recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. It's the 10th of January, and I'm looking at an Ocean movie license. Yes, the Addams Family. Very, very quirky, and, if I remember rightly, bloomin' hard, but we'll get into that in a minute. There's a little jolly little intro, isn't it? It's nice music as well. Now, it says 91, but it was actually released in 92. I think 91 was when the movie was released, perhaps, or 91 was possibly when they got their deal. But there you go. Anyway, as I said, done by Ocean. And it's, yeah, well, that's going to happen a lot, just so you know. The prediction I have of my own skill, but it's not because of that. It's just one of those games. It's just really stupidly hard, and it's not because it's meant to be. I'll come down to that in a few minutes. Anyway, so as you can see, presentation-wise, it's not too bad. Gomez is very small. I'm not sure if that's just to sort of lessen the amount of memory used in and be able to make the game bigger, which is, I suspect, is probably the case. Let's just jump on those Swiss rolls. Oh, and I'm dead. Great. So, I mean, literally everything in this game kills you. Everything. You can jump on the heads of certain enemies. Others you can't. It's really random on which ones you can do that on and which ones you can't. Even these soldier guys, if you watch this guy in a minute. Oh, by the way, yes, that's a good point. You can reset the screen, by the way, by walking in and out of the screen. So if you do kill something you're meant to use as a trampoline, you can reset it. So mistakes can be made. I mean, when I say mistakes can be made, I don't really mean mistakes, because most mistakes in this game result in your death. That was fluke. I'm not sure how I managed to do that. Oh well. But as you saw, that little soldier then stuck his sword in the air, which means you can't jump on his head. So there we have it. The game has little genius ways of killing you, which is all too blooming frequent in this game. Now, this was released on a variety of formats, including the Amiga, C64, Amstrad, Super Nintendo. I believe the NES and the Master System had a version, and I believe it came to handhelds as well. So there was a variety of the different machines that you could play this on, each one slightly different, of course, depending on the specs of the machine. So yeah, the Amiga version was very colourful, but it was still rock hard. I mean, this is one of the hardest games I think Ocean did. Now, sound-wise, it's actually really good, but the problem is there's no music. The music from the title screen is gone. The music from the intro is gone, and it's a real shame, because I think if they'd have kept one of those music soundtracks going through the game, it would have been great. But saying that, it's 128K only, and you can see why. And even the sound effects are... well, there you go, I've just stabbed myself in the buttocks. Great. And... So, I mean, sound-wise, yes, it's 128K sound instead of 48K, which is always a bit nicer sounding, isn't it? I mean, the screens are nice as well. You know, the design is really good. I will come round to what's actually the problem with this game in a minute. But yeah, it's all right. You know, it's graphically it's lovely. Gameplay-wise, here's a screen you're going to see a lot of. Anyway. Let's move on to what I believe is the main problem with this game. Controls. And it's not the fact they don't work. What the problem here is as you probably noticed, Gomez seems to pick up speed as he runs. Now, he does pick up speed as he runs, which enables you to do longer jumps. Now, the issue comes with this is when you need to do something small and insignificant, and it turns out that it's not quite enough. So you need to do a really long jump or something, and you can't get a run up, or you just want to step off the edge of something onto a platform or something like that. You've got to, it's just precision, and because it's so slow, initially, it's difficult. So that's really what lets this game down, is that I don't know why they did it. They could have made him just walk at a normal pace, which would have not hindered the game at all. But, you know, this is what makes the game frustrating, is the fact that this sort of movement thing they've got going on just doesn't work. And I'm not sure why they put it in. Now, the thing for this game is it's challenging enough on easy. But it's actually got 3 difficulty settings, which is, yeah, that's brave. So you've got easy, medium, and hard, and if you struggle on easy, like I'm doing here, you're not. I mean, how the hell do you get underneath that? I suppose you've got to pick up some speed and run underneath it, but you know what? I'm not going to bother. Excuse me, I've got this bit of a cough coming again. I seem to be able to shift these colds lately. Anyhow. Yeah, so you can't jump on the pumpkin's head for whatever reason that is. I don't know. That just seems really random on what you can jump on. Oh, and the spikes killed me instantly. There you go. So yeah, let's move on to playability, because, you know, that's... Oh, there's some things on the floor there as well. Like I said, everything kills you in this game. Oh, yeah. The replay value on this and the playability... playability's alright. When it works, it works. And when it works well. But... it's this stupid speed walking thing. It just... I don't know why they did it. There was just absolutely no need, because it ruins an otherwise bloody great game. And, you know, for for a licensed platformer, it's one of their better ones. There we go, there's that screen again. Replay factor. I mean, it is addictive, because you want to get further and further into the game and see more of it. So you're obviously going to want to, you know, do your best to try and progress through. You know, and it is a gloriously... It just is a glorious looking game, really. Look at it. It's beautiful. You can see the other Addams Family members there. You got these cuckoo clocks, and then you got these little monsters roaming around at the bottom. Now, I don't really understand how but you can't jump on their backs either. Great. Age range you're looking at, well, I'd say probably 10 plus. It doesn't really matter. I mean, whatever age group you are, you're going to suffer with this, I believe. And you can't even jump over them. Right. Obviously, it's a platforming game, screen by screen as well, not a side scroller, which is it's interesting. But at least you have the option to reset the screen if you make a mistake. Like this guy here, I need to get up on his head to get up there. I failed, so I can either die, which isn't the greatest idea, and the other thing that's irritating is that it always puts you back to a place miles away from where you started. So that can get a bit frustrating at the same time, but never mind. So you need to jump on his head, and I've done it again. Look, I can't get up there. So if I... No, I can't jump on. I thought it was a chest then. But if I can go down here and then come back up, oh look, it's all reset itself, which is lovely. Now those hearts that you can see bouncing away, you can see at the bottom of the screen I have hearts there. Now one of them is starting to disappear slowly. That is your health. It does deteriorate over time. Those are not your hit points. Don't confuse that for, oh, I've got a few of those to spare. See what I mean? That's one of those instances where that slow walking thing doesn't work. Anyway, yes, if all the hearts go, you die. And the hearts that you can collect are very few and far between. So make sure you use them when you need to. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's such a shame, because for such a good looking game, it's just, it didn't need to be this difficult. And literally, it's because of the control scheme. They just didn't need to do this speed thing, you know. But you know, if you're doubting what I'm saying to you, have a look at it. You know, go and load it up and see for yourselves. I promise you, that's probably one of the most frustrating aspects of any game I've ever seen. Auto speed up. Oh god, that was my fault. That was totally my fault. But never mind. But you know, do I recommend Addams Family? Yes, because it's a fairly good game. Looks wise, sound wise, you can't top it. You know, have a look for those reasons. For a movie license, it's not bad either, to be honest with you. But yeah, this is the Addams Family. Not my cup of tea. Frustrating to say the least. But there you go, another game squashed under the hammer. So there we go, guys. That's it from me. I'll see you again very soon. Hope your week goes well, and have a nice weekend. Until next time, bye for now!